share price of that company, okay, the share price of that company goes up by 6% and you decide to sell. Now, what is your return this time? Remember, you've invested exactly the same amount of money. You've invested exactly the same amount of money, exactly the same company or whatever, or index or commodity or crypto. You've put exactly the same amount of money in, but and the share price goes up 6% and you sell. What is your profit? Your profit now is not 6% of the 10,000 Rand that you put in, but it is 6% of the 100,000 Rand. Okay, which basically means that your return on investment is 6,000 Rand minus costs. Now, basically the share price on the market only went up 6%, but it's effectively given you a 60% return on your investment. Now, this is exciting. This is really exciting because, in other words, if it goes up 10%, I've doubled my money. If it goes up 15%, I'm deciding which helicopter to buy. Okay, but of course we all know that it doesn't always go up just as easily as it can go in your direction. It can also go against you because I'm using a deposit or it's called margin, but the deposit of 10%. Remember I said it's 10,000 Rand and you've basically borrowed 100,000 Rand. That 10,000, that 10%, some of them are 1%, so they're even 100 times geared. But basically you're putting down a small deposit, but you're getting a big amount, which means that each 1% that the share price of the company moves in your direction, you're making 10%. Each time the company moves down 1%, you're losing 10%. So basically, it just means that if the company loses 5%, you've literally halved your money. If it goes down 10%, you've vaporized your account. If it goes down 15%, you are now owing the broker money. So obviously, you have to be very much more careful because you can lose more money than you put in. And so that's why I'm very strong on what we call money management. I say don't lose more than 3% of your capital on any given trade. So cut your losses before it's too late. Okay, so that is CFD trading, but it's very exciting because if the market goes in your favor, then it's great, But very exciting. There are, though, two major problems in this trading environment. And one of them is called fear, and the other one is called greed. And everybody is fearful of losing money. Nobody likes to lose money. And also, everybody is greedy. How much is enough? We all, if we want to make this, we say, I want to make 1,000 Rand a day. Okay, well, actually, is 1,000 Rand enough? Because when it gets to 1,000, no, I want to make more. I want to make more, and you make decisions based on greed, and that can, well, in fact, in trading, emotional decisions based on fear and greed will end up hurting you. So, how can I prevent myself from? How can I prevent myself from making emotional decisions? How can I stop myself? Well, the only way you can do it is you need Okay, can you hear me now, everybody? Okay. Sorry, I don't know how much you didn't hear.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I think I pressed the wrong button.
Oh, I see. Okay. Now, so how do you prevent yourself from making emotional decisions? Basically, you need to have a plan. You need to have a set of rules. You need to have a strategy by which you trade. In other words, you need to be in a position to be able to carefully plan the trade. And then, of course, it's up to you to trade the plan. It's all very well planning a trade, but trading the plan is because what we tend to do is we trade this emotional roller coaster that is the stock market. And that can be a real roller coaster ride. So you're getting into an environment where there are very few rules. Like for instance, let's just go back to your normal bank account. You've organized for your bank account to be able to go to the ATM and draw money, or you can do internet banking and so on. You can do what you want to, as long as you've got money. Isn't that right? The only time they don't listen to you is if you've got no money and you want to draw money, but you've got no money. Now, it's the same with trading. There are very few rules. Nobody's going to stop you. If you've got money in your account, nobody's going to stop you from putting on a trade or taking off a trade, getting into and out of a trade. Nobody's going to stop you. So you are actually entering an environment where there are very few rules. There's some basic rules, but there are very few rules. You have to create your own rules. And of course, that's where we come into the picture, where we can mentor you and help you with different strategies. And if you go with those strategies, they have a track record of being successful. So we've got 4 trading rules. And basically, those trading rules answer these questions. What to trade? Where do I start? Which direction do I trade the market? When is the right time to enter? And when is the right time to exit the trade? So those are the trading rules that we have. I don't want to go into too much detail. Sorry, there's some chats. Okay, so there's nothing. Sorry, I just saw the chats there, and I was wondering if somebody was asking.
Yeah, I think it's just about we got cut off and muted.
Yeah. Okay, so folks, let's do an example now, and so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the live trading platform. Here it is here. And this is a chart of Capitec Bank. There it says CPI. This is also Capitec Bank. I've just blanked out a certain part of it. Right, I've blanked out a certain part of it because we're going to deal with that. But I just want to show you what this is. Now, every single one of these little candles is a day period. Okay, so if I make it really big, you can see that there's a candle that looks like it's called a hammer candle, and so on and so forth. There are different color candles, different things over here, but each one of these is basically indicating the highest and the lowest price that it reached during the day, as well as the price that it opened at and the price that it closed at. Okay, so each of those is a day period, each of those candles. Now, I want to just explain our end of day strategy very briefly so that you can just get an understanding. Okay. Now, this is Capitec, and basically what we do is this, is we look, we've got a strategy which is called the momentum strategy. And this is an end of day strategy. And we've got the main chart with 2 lines in it. These are called moving averages. Then we've got the stochastic, which is a momentum indicator. I don't want to go into details now. And the MACD, it's not named after McDonald's. It's called moving average convergence divergence. Okay, but you don't need to know all of that. Obviously, you'll learn about that from us, but basically you just need to learn to read the charts. Now, what we do is this. When we want to go into a trade, we will look at we'll wait for the indicators to indicate that there's a possible buying opportunity. And the first thing that we look at is when the stochastic goes through, this goes from 0 to 100, when it goes through this little line over here. That's our first warning sign that there's a possible trade coming up, going upwards. Then we wait for this one called the MACD to cross over upwards as well. Okay, there it crossed over upwards. But then those are the first two, but there's three things that we're looking for before we even enter a trade. And that is, we look for these two lines. These are called moving averages. So they're just basically recording average prices of the share. And when these two lines cross over each other, that's when we get into the trade. And you'll notice that over there, they didn't cross. The candle went up there, but these lines didn't cross. And so because it went down the next day. So we had these ones saying it's all right to get into a trade, but the last one didn't. And then it went further down. So we didn't get into a trade then didn't get in. And there was where those two had crossed over. Okay, that's where they had crossed over. And so that's where we actually got into this trade with Capitec. Now, is there a guarantee that it's going to continue upwards? No. But our initial stop loss, where when we first got into the trade, was down there. So basically we were saying, if it goes down to that level, I want to be out, because if it goes further down, I don't want to lose more money. And the next day we got into this trade. Okay, so I've got a green dotted line over there, and it just continued upwards. Now it continued upwards. Now what I want to do is, now how do I communicate this with my clients? So what we do is, we've got a spreadsheet, and here's the spreadsheet where there's Capitec. Okay, it's the stochastic triggered on the 4th of October, then the MACD on the 27th of September, and then the exponential moving averages, the moving average on the 7th of October. So basically it was on the 7th of October that I said I wrote this in here, that they should get in at this level, 1785, that their stop loss is 1656, their take profit is that. And there you can buy 11 shares. Now, 11 shares, that's not a lot of shares, but you see, basically you're trading on leverage, remember? And we say to our clients, don't lose more than 3% of your capital if it gets to your stop loss. And this if you've got 50,000 Rand in your account, you don't want to lose more than 3%. If it gets to your stop loss, you can buy 11 shares. But if you say, no, I'm not prepared to, I've only got 20,000 Rand in my account, 20, okay, you can buy 4 shares. So you see, if you've got a small amount in your account, you can buy less shares. And so we teach you basically so that you never lose more than a certain amount of a certain percentage of your capital on there. Okay, so that's we call it our money management spreadsheet. Now, in that money management spreadsheet, what I do is, on a daily basis, I go through there the trades. Now, there was the first stop loss. Then as it went up, I moved my stop loss closer. And then you can see over here, when this candle happened there, I moved my stop loss to there, and that's where I got into. So this was a risk-free trade from that point onwards. So if it came down to this level, I wouldn't lose any money. But obviously, you're not in it to lose money. And you can see as it progressed, it continued higher, not so much, but it continued, and there it started really going up nicely. Then when it got to this level, I moved my stop loss there. Then when it got to that level, now that was on the 31st of October, put my stop loss there. It continued up. I saw this warning candle over here, and it's still in the trade. My stop loss was there. Then I moved my stop loss there. Then I moved my stop loss there. And you'll see over here, this is where my take profit level is. but it has not reached my take profit level yet. Okay, it almost reached it over there, and it's just about there now, but we've got our stop loss here. So basically what I'm saying to you is that we're in a very nice profit. We took a small position on this trade, just with 11, but let me just show you on the spreadsheet. We are in a profit of 2,400 Rand on this trade so far. Now, I also, do this over here, where I put this little note here, where it says it's showing us, on the 12th of the 10th, on the 28th of the 10th, I said move stop loss to so-and-so, move stop loss to so-and-so, move stop loss to so-and-so. So basically this spreadsheet is there to help our clients to sort of identify trading opportunities in the local market. And then, of course, we also do it for the indexes as well as the commodities and so on. Forex, we show you how to do it yourself. But we start you off with the local market just to get used to the process. Okay, and let me just show you here. I just want to point out there, this column F here, it's 66% up. We are 66% up. This is since the beginning of March. We are 66% up on our original 50,000 Rand capital. So we've got 83,000 in that account. That's the current one. And okay, so that's what we do is we show our clients that. Now I showed you that spreadsheet. This is a previous one. This was from the year March 2021 to March 2022. We are up 135% on our capital. Okay, so so that is what we do. Okay, your trading platform, by the way, you can access it from your desktop application. You can also access it from any web browser, and you can also access it from your Android or iOS device. So your trading platform, you can access from all of those devices. Okay, so I want to just mention as well, now, how do I communicate with my clients? So I just want to show you something here. This is the main form of communication that we have with our clients. It's not a WhatsApp group, it's a Telegram group. This is the last post I made today, was where we had a meeting this afternoon. Andre Besaidnout, he said the US market is closed tomorrow and Friday. He's one of our most successful traders, this guy. And then Arun Patel, he posted something here. And these are basically where the traders are talking to each other and giving each other ideas. Now, every morning you will get this also as well. That just gives you basically a report of what's happening on the day. And then that spreadsheet that I showed you, there it is. Here's the latest money management. That was about 6:30 last evening. So every evening after the market closes, I send this money management spreadsheet for those who are wanting to follow it. And and then we also, on this chat group, there's an opportunity with Sibanya Gold there to get into a short position with them, and so on and so forth. So there is a chat group where you, as a trader or as a learner, as a client of ours, can communicate with other folk and ask questions and so on. So that is the primary way that we communicate on a daily basis with our clients. Okay, so that's that. So now I'm going to now just explain what our mentorship program includes. unless I've got some questions from anybody, let me just, has anybody got any questions they'd like to ask me?
You guys can also put it in the chat where you can turn on your mics if you want to ask questions.
Yeah, if you want to ask questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think let's do the Q&A quickly. Might
Okay.
as well.
Yes, session. It's the money management spreadsheet. It's sent on a daily basis. You don't need to prepare. I'm not sure I understand you about preparing. I always say to my clients, don't just follow me parrot fashion, because if the trade goes wrong, and some of them do go wrong, then whose fault is it? So each individual needs to take responsibility for their own trades, obviously, but we're just leading in you and guiding you. But it definitely is shared with you on a daily basis, yes. I mean, maintain and the prices that are up to date. No, I actually update the prices on a daily basis. Yeah, so the spreadsheet has got the new prices on a daily basis. Yeah. By the way, I just need to mention to you that, let me just go there. I'm just going back to my trading platform. These are all, Capitec and so on, but we have the indexes and so on that are open. This market, our market, is open for just normal working hours, basically 9 o'clock until 5 o'clock. But if you're trading the Dow Jones and the indices and the S&P 500, the index trades, the commodities trades, the crypto trades, and the forex trades, those markets are open 24 hours a day, 23 out of 24 hours per day, 5 days a week. So if you are working a normal day job, you can actually trade after hours, because America, that market, that market becomes very active at about 4:30 our time, when America wakes up, when the US wakes up. So you can make money trading after hours if you've got a full day job, trading shorter time periods using an hour candle or a 5-minute candle. I just want to log in here again so that I've got live data feeds. Okay. So now, so let's just go to, this here. I'm going to go to, this is the Dow Jones, and this is an hour chart. Okay, and you can see the last little candle is moving, but this is live data. So you can trade an hour chart. I'm going to change this into a 5-minute chart where you can trade. Sorry, why is it? No, it's changed. Something's happened. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, I'll just close the program. Okay, it is affected sometimes by the fact that there's a slide presentation going. So I'm just going to leave that closed for the moment. Let's just see. I'll open it again. Okay, so you can trade for more than the normal amount of hours. You can trade after hours. That's what I'm trying to say. Let us go to the Dow Jones again and change it to a 5-minute chart. Okay. You see, there's a lot of movement, and you can trade the exact same. Let me just do this. I'll get those same indicators up, and this is back to a day chart, but let me just change it to a 5-minute chart. So basically you can trade, you see there it crossed upwards, and this MACD and the stochastic, and it crossed upwards, and you could trade it upwards there, and then you could trade it downwards there. Now it's looking as if it's going to go up again. So there's the stochastic. The MACD hasn't crossed over yet, and we're waiting for those two lines to cross over first. And so you would just wait and go into a trade when it tells you to, not just jump in and out of trades. Okay, so what I'm saying is that you can trade after hours as well. Sorry, I've interrupted myself there. Okay, so let's go into the what am I offering you? How does our whole system work? And we can take it from there. Okay, we have a mentorship program. What it includes is we help you personally, I help you personally online with the setup and installation of the Velocity Trader demo and live trading platform with Velocity Trade. So I will help you personally with that. And then I will also help you with step-by-step online training via video clips. Just going to go quickly to our website here, and there it is there. Okay, and there's our website, suretrading.co.za, and there's our training material. We've got all of the recording of all the previous meetings that we have, and I'll show you that. So we've got training videos and where to start, beginners training, different strategies, and so on our website. Okay, so those the training is all on the website, and then we've also got. This is basically one of the important things that we do. Every Monday evening, 6 o'clock till 7 o'clock, we have a beginners weekly online training session where I deal with the beginners, I train them, I answer questions, obviously, and so that's a beginners training session. And then the same evening, Monday evening, 7 to 8 o'clock, more experienced clients discuss market-related topics. So that's on Monday evening. And then now we do understand that not everybody can come to our meetings, but what is so nice is that all of our meetings are recorded and they put in the member section of our website, and you can have access to them if you weren't able to attend the meeting. And of course, the meeting, the heading of the meeting explains what we discussed during that meeting. And then on Tuesday mornings at 8:45 to 10 o'clock, I do some live trading with my clients on the South African and the European markets, because basically those markets open at that time of the day. So there's a lot of volatility, which is what traders are looking for. And then Wednesday, 4 to 5 o'clock, I have a live trading meeting. So I've just come out of that meeting this afternoon, the US market opening. So we trade around the opening of the US market. And then, of course, you get access to our video library where previous trading meetings are recorded. And so there's not only training, but there's also those where you'll learn a lot from those. And then you get access to that Sure Trading spreadsheet to track all trades and to exercise money management decisions. So that is where you would, get that spreadsheet. As you asked, it's updated on a daily basis with the new prices and the new alerts that are happening. Let me just show you something here. On this spreadsheet, you'll see there long alerts, British American Tobacco. I said there's the possibility to get in there, Mediclinic, and I haven't seen. You see, they haven't triggered yet. I could go to those, but I don't know if I've got time now. But I could go to those and see if they have triggered the orders. Okay, so that's that. And then you have the Sure Trading Telegram chat group that you get on a daily basis. You have it available for you to be able to ask your questions and discuss with the other folk Ask all your questions, and I will answer. My son also works in the business. He will answer, or the other traders will answer too. You know, one thing is lovely about this environment is that I can help you. The traders help each other because it doesn't affect them negatively if they help somebody. You know, if you've got a business and you share your business secrets with your opposition, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? But in this environment, you can actually share your secrets and it makes no difference to you, and it actually helps somebody else. So that's what we do on the Telegram chat group. And then this is very important as well. If you join our mentorship program, what I do is the first 4 weeks, I have a full 1.5 hour session with you once a week for the first 4 weeks. I do this personally, and also plus unlimited additional sessions at your request. So basically, forever and a day, you have access to me, and over and above the chat group, over and above the group sessions, to be able to ask your questions, and I help you personally with your own trading, and I mentor you that way. So 4 sessions up front, you know, first 4 weeks, and then after that, any other time you just make an appointment. And yeah, and there's ongoing personalized mentorship and guidance. So that is our mentorship program. Okay, now we believe that your investment is into your education. We believe that this mentorship will educate you and basically position you into a place where you can forever be in a position to be able to generate an income for yourself. Okay, and what is it's a once-off cost of 30,625 Rand, once off, and I never charge you again. So as I said, you have access to myself at any time, as well as all of the other parts of our program. The only other cost that I haven't mentioned is that the JSE charge, the stock exchange charges the broker 110 Rand, well, it's about 98 Rand plus VAT for the live data going to your trading platform, and so that cost obviously goes to you. Okay, so there we are. Has anybody got any questions?
Maybe Ross, just tell them how long they can stay on the program.
It's only a once-off cost. I never charge again, so you can stay on the program for as long as you like. It's forever, basically.
Yeah, so I think that's a good deal, because you basically get mentored.
Absolutely. Why can I? You know, I mean, if you've been, some of my clients have been with me for 20 years now. Others have been with me for less time, obviously, but most of them, you know, they paid, obviously it was less at the beginning of the day, but they have never paid me again. And why is it that I can continue my services without ever charging again? And the reason is because the broker actually gives me a very small percentage of the transaction costs that you incur. And so therefore it keeps me having a vested interest in your success anyway. And so yeah, there's an upfront charge, obviously, because I spend, you know, some clients I've spent more than 20 hours with each individual client. But I mean, it's so, you know, at the end of the day, you have to decide whether it's a worthwhile investment. It's a long-term investment. So your first investment is into your own education, and thereafter, never get charged by me again, and but my services continue with you. Okay, there's a question.
Yeah, I also just want to say that, I mean, like most mentors and coaches will only even for more than that will only mentor you for maybe up to a year or something.
Yes. No, people said, I've been asked the question, sorry, Hussein, I've been asked the question, whose lifetime? If it's a lifetime mentorship program, whose lifetime? Mine or yours? And I always assure them that my son works with me in the business, and he's definitely in a position to help you always. So yeah, no, you got us for a while. We really are in it for the long haul. It does not take you 5 minutes to learn, and this is the tragedy of this environment that we are in the financial environment. There are so many people out there that will promise you the earth. They'll give you this idea that you're going to make money hand over fist within. You just need to learn a couple of things and learn how to press a couple of buttons and just follow them, and they're going to make you rich. And it just simply is exactly the opposite. And so we believe, Hussein and Simone and all of you, we believe that learning how to trade is like embarking on a new career. You want to position yourself to be able to make money for the rest of your life, okay? And if you think about it, have you ever heard of a person saying, I want to become a doctor? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch a couple of YouTube video clips on how to operate, and then I'll be a doctor. I mean, you'd think that person was crazy, wouldn't you? But this is exactly what happens in the trading environment. You get people that will try and give you this idea that all you need to do is watch a couple of video clips, and you're going to get rich. And it just simply doesn't work that way. It's going to take time. But the fantastic thing is that if you've learned how to do it, the stock market becomes what we call an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's giving you opportunity on a daily basis to make money.
And I think Ross, also just to comment on that, you actually, instead of a lot of people are giving their money to brokers and other people to invest on their behalf, so they don't have control of the future in that regard. But I think when you actually learn yourself, so you're basically teaching yourself when you get mentored, you basically you're in full control of what happens to your finances.
Yes.
Because you're the one that's trading. And I mean, I suppose you could get someone to do that for you. But at least even then you'll still know what's going on. Because I think that's what's been happening. A lot of people they lose control, and that's how they lose money as well. They don't have
Yeah. Let me just tell you a story. I got a call from a guy. I don't know if you folks have any of you have read my book, but I get calls from people who've read my book, and this one guy said, I've read your book and I need your mentorship. I said, are you new to trading? So he said, no, I'm not new to trading. I've been trading for 3 months already. I said, no, that's new in my book. But anyway, he said, I said, okay, well, tell me what you've been doing. He said, well, I've been trading the oil price. I said, with a demo account or a live account? He said, no, with a live account. I said, okay. I said, tell me what happened to your trade, why you need mentorship. So he said, well, what happened was I put 15,000 Rand into my trading account. And he said, I was trading oil, and he said, within 3 days, my account was at 61,000 Rand. And I said, wow, that is very impressive. But I've walked this road for quite a while. But I said to him, okay, well, that's amazing, I said, tell me, are you still trading with that money? He said, no, I lost it all on the 4th day. And I said, I was fully expecting to hear that. I said, firstly, it told me you were trading too big for your account size. And second, you were just lucky for 3 days. And each profit day, you would put that profit from yesterday onto the new trade. So by the third day, the fourth day, the morning of the fourth day, he put 60,000 Rand into a leveraged trade, and it just had to go just a little bit down, and it just wiped him out, you know. And so he traded it from 61,000 to 5,000 in one day. And so these are people that get into this environment. They can put a trade on and have amazing success. But I'm telling you, if you're still a beginner, it'll make you feel invincible. And that's when the market's going to club you, you know. And so it is a process of learning. It is something that you need to take seriously, even if you're part-time. And I would prefer you to be part-time so that you've got another form of income while you're learning how to trade. But what I'm saying is our focus is to get you to a place where you're independent of us, but you've still got us available to help you at any given turn. And we can take you step by step through a process of learning to a place where you are really, really competent at trading. But it does take time. So I don't want to give you an idea that you're going to get rich overnight, because you're not. You'll get poor overnight if you're not careful. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to put you off, but I want you to know that we are as balanced as we possibly can be in our approach. And you know, I've been doing this for 20 years. I love what I do, and I love taking people from a place of knowing nothing to a place where they're actually making money out of the stock market. Okay, what I'm going to do is, if you are interested in looking into it, you can email me, and you don't have to make a decision tonight or anything like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to email you, and I'm going to basically put out in the email exactly what the process is, you know, what you're getting. Attached to that email will be an invoice, which you would fill in should you decide that you want to go ahead. Okay. Yeah, if you do decide to go ahead within 24 hours, I will give you a discount of 2,000 Rand. Okay. But if you can't do it, I totally understand. But you know, you would just go ahead whenever you feel that you are able to do it. Is that okay with you guys? Okay.
Just one thing, Ross, if I can maybe send me the details and I can send it on to you. So I'm going to put my number.
You can do that. You can do that.
I can just WhatsApp it.
Yeah. So Hussein is, yeah. Okay, it's fine.
So if you guys can all WhatsApp your details, I'll put it onto Ross, and then he'll make contact with you. How does that sound?
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Okay.
You can just WhatsApp me. Obviously your name and surname as well, besides your email and your mobile number, so I know you are. Okay.
Okay. So they're going to send it to you and not put it on the chat group here. That's fine.
If they can also, but maybe they don't really need to know what the details are. If they're fine with everybody seeing it, it's also fine. Doesn't matter to me. You know,
all I'm going to do is I'm going to send you an email confirming what you're getting with that invoice attached, so that our bank details are on that invoice form, which you would then use to get going. So yeah. You just phoned by mistake. Oh, you must have, Simone. Okay. Anyway.
Yes. Yeah,
I by mistake phoned Hussein.
it's
Oh, I
fine. Then I've got
see.
your
Okay.
number.
Okay.
Then I've got your
I was
number.
adding his number and it just started ringing. Oops.
Oh,
That's
anyway,
fine. No, then I've got. Okay, it didn't come through on my phone yet, but yeah, just send me a WhatsApp. It's fine. I'll Simon, and that goes to everyone else. Just to get a feel, who's from the meetup group? Simone. Okay, there's two people. Yasmin and Simone, and from Eventbrite. Okay, Sachin. So there's three of you. So I'll just in case I'll also message you on the meetup group just to remind you. And then also Z as well. So almost all of you except I know Enver is also. So all of you are actually on the meetup group, right? Okay, but just in case I don't find you on the meetup group, because sometimes people just use their first name, and there's sometimes more than one person with the same first name. And I don't know who they are. So just in case, I'll check you on the meetup and check the WhatsApp for your details. Cool. That's all from me. I don't know, Rosie, if there's anything else you want to add?
no, I could keep on talking, but I think that wouldn't be such. Anyway, I'm always available to answer questions.
Yeah, Ross, maybe just what will happen if once you get the details? Are you going to just send them an email with further instructions, or?
Yes, no, I'll send an email just to outline what you're getting, and it's basically this page that I had before, and
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Okay, yeah. So everyone's from the meetup group, that makes it easier. And then okay, Simone, I see I got your email. Your message came through to my phone now, and WhatsApp. So great. So I'll be making contact with all of you guys, or at least I'll be sending you your contact details through to Ross, and then he'll be contacting you guys. Great.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for taking the time out to hear what I had to say, and really do appreciate that. And well, hopefully we can get you on board and get you to a place where you can just every day enjoy the markets, enjoy, position yourself, because all of us need to create other incomes for ourselves, and so on. Okay. Thank you, Hussein. Thank you very much for inviting me.
You're welcome, Ross. We'll be chatting obviously on the Telegram group as well, and the meetings. I'll see you. Okay, so yes, thanks everyone. See the messages. Thank you, messages are coming through. So I'll see you maybe at the next event. There's obviously quite a few events still coming up. Well, not really this year. I think there's just one or two, maybe. I think just one left. Then next year probably there's going to be quite a few. So and it's good that you guys also meeting each other, because you just on the group, but you don't actually meet anyone. So that's great. Thanks, everyone. Have a great evening.
Fantastic. Thank you. All the best. Bye,
Okay.
so long.
Bye.